Okay, let's dive right into this explainer and completely shift how we think about body composition. We're moving away from that endless, deeply frustrating cycle of crash diets and starvation and stepping into the realm of biological strategies that actually work. Today, we're decoding the real science of sustainable fat loss, and I promise you, it's going to fundamentally change how you look at your plate and honestly, your entire daily routine.
So let's kick things off with a provocative question to challenge our deep-seated obsession with the bathroom scale. If someone loses 5 kilograms in just 10 days, is that actually fat loss? Like, is rapid weight loss really what we're after here? Well, spoiler alert, the scale is absolutely lying to you, and chasing that fast drop is often the worst possible thing you can do for your metabolism.
The crucial thing to understand is that weight loss and fat loss are definitely not the same thing. Weight loss is just a general reduction. When you do a crash diet, you lose water, glycogen, digestive content, and tragically, you lose valuable muscle. True fat loss, on the other hand, is highly specific. It's the reduction of body fat mass while you deliberately and carefully preserve your lean muscle. You see, for every gram of glycogen your body stores, it holds on to roughly 3 to 4 grams of water. Dropping that water looks amazing on a scale, but it literally does nothing for your actual body composition. Let's make this concrete with a couple of case studies. Take Ahmed, for example. He goes on a severe crash diet and drops 6 kilos in 3 weeks. Sounds great, right? But look at what that weight actually was. 3 kilos of water, 2 kilos of muscle, and only 1 measly kilo of fat. Because he burned off his muscle, his resting metabolism tanked, he felt incredibly weak, and he predictably gained all the weight right back. Then you have Bilal. He took a moderate approach, a slight calorie deficit, kept his protein high, and he strength trained. Over 12 weeks, he also lost 6 kilos, but his was 5 kilos of pure fat, and he actually gained a kilo of muscle. Bilal achieved real sustainable fat loss. Which brings us to Section 1, the hormonal tug-of-war and exactly why willpower fails. When we blindly restrict our calories, our biology actively fights back. During weight loss, our bodies kick off this fierce hormonal battle using complex feedback loops that literally evolved to keep our ancestors alive during famines. We've got insulin controlling fat storage and cortisol, the stress hormone that triggers fat retention. But the main event, that's the heavyweight bout between leptin, the satiety hormone that tells you you're full, and ghrelin, the hunger hormone that is absolutely demanding you eat. When you start a diet, your body basically panics. The research demonstrates that diet-induced weight loss elevates your ghrelin levels by approximately 24%. And we're not talking about a mild craving here. Your stomach is sending massive, relentless hunger signals directly to your brain within just days of cutting calories. This explains exactly why willpower alone eventually collapses under the sheer weight of biological drive. And honestly, it gets incredibly unfair. At the exact same time your ghrelin is spiking, the hormone leptin, the very signal that tells your brain you have enough energy and you can stop eating, can plummet by up to 50%. So not only is your hunger hormone screaming at you to eat, but your natural appetite suppression system is completely offline. You're literally left fighting your own survival mechanisms.
So, moving on to Section 2, let's solve this hunger problem with the protein leverage hypothesis. Fortunately, we can actually outsmart this system. Proposed by Professors David Robbenheimer and Stephen Simpson, this game-changing theory states that in a low-protein environment, we will overconsume total energy just to meet our biological protein needs. Essentially, our bodies have an intense, innate craving for amino acids. If your diet doesn't have enough protein, you're going to subconsciously overeat fats and carbs, racking up massive calorie counts just until that biological protein quota is finally met. This beautifully illustrates the absolute trap of our modern food environment. Most highly processed modern diets hit what is called a protein bliss point at around 12.5%. Because the protein slice of the pie is so remarkably small, you are forced to consume massive amounts of calorie-dense fats and carbohydrates just to get enough basic building blocks for your body to function. But look what happens when we flip the script and prioritize protein. When we increase the percentage of our daily calories coming from protein-rich foods, we hit sensory-specific satiety much, much faster. It naturally drives down our total daily energy intake. We end up eating fewer total calories without feeling starved, because we've satisfied our body's primary nutritional drive, which elevates fullness hormones like PYY and GLP-1. All right, Section 3, NEAT, your hidden metabolic engine. Now that we've tackled hunger in the kitchen, let's look at the other side of the energy balance equation. NEAT stands for non-exercise activity thermogenesis.
as defined by researchers like Dr. James Levine at the Mayo Clinic, it's the energy you expend that is not from sleeping, eating, or deliberate sports-like exercise. It's simply the calories you burn just by living your life as an active, moving human being.
This covers a massive variety of daily movements: walking to the store, doing yard work, pacing around while you're on a phone call, typing at your desk, and even micro movements like fidgeting. Believe it or not, even the simple act of mastication, chewing your food, can increase your energy expenditure by 20% above resting levels.
The math behind this is genuinely staggering. When you look at your total daily energy expenditure, your basal metabolic rate handles about 60%, but NEAT is highly variable. Depending on your lifestyle, these non-exercise movements can make up anywhere from 15% to a whopping 50% of your total daily burn. Keeping your NEAT high vastly overshadows the calories you'd burn in a standard 30-minute gym session.
Okay, moving to section 4, sleep and stress, the silent assassins.
Let's talk about the lifestyle factors that can quietly assassinate all your hard work in the kitchen and the gym. We so often treat sleep as a luxury, but extensive clinical literature proves it is an absolute requirement for healthy body composition. Rigorous trials confirm that lack of sleep completely shifts our body's metabolism. When you're sleep deprived, your stress system activates, insulin sensitivity drops, and your body actually shifts away from burning fat, opting to oxidize carbohydrates instead.
The numbers here are just mind-blowing. In one clinical trial, restricting sleep from a healthy 8.5 hours to just 5.5 hours decreased the proportion of weight lost as fat by a staggering 55%. Worse yet, it increased the loss of fat-free body mass, your hard-earned muscle, by 60%. Poor sleep literally programs your body to hoard fat and burn away your muscle. Finally, section 5, the golden rules of fat loss and how to put this all into practice. So bringing all of this incredible science together, how do we successfully outsmart our biology for sustainable long-term fat loss? We have to pull these biological levers in harmony. Step 1, measure correctly. Ditch the scale and use body fat percentages and photos. Step 2, enforce a moderate caloric deficit of just 300 to 500 calories so you don't crash your metabolism. Step 3, hit the protein rule. Get 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight to signal satiety. Step 4, strength train, forcefully telling your body to keep its muscle. And Step 5, protect your sleep and aggressively manage your stress. Ultimately, the biggest takeaway from this explainer is this: stop starving yourself for an arbitrary number on a piece of plastic in your bathroom. Don't chase scale weight, chase body composition. Start feeding your biology the right signals with protein, daily movement, and restorative sleep to build a healthier, highly resilient body. The science is completely clear and the levers are right there in your hands. So what I want to know is, which one are you going to pull first?